Have you heard the Cedar Point story?
I forgot it.
Zeb's heard it.
You gotta tell it again.
So, my freshman year in high school, I got very lucky and I won the state championship. Okay. So then some guy called me a couple weeks later and he's like, "Hey, we're doing an all-star match down at that used to be called Ashland College, Ashland University now." So went down there, had a little training camp, whatnot. The training camp was cool, but then we ended up wrestling an all-star team from New York. And it was a freestyle match, freestyle rules. So back then, takedowns were worth 1 point in freestyle. So I had a nice lead. I had 3 takedowns, I was winning 3-0. And I ended up shooting a barrel roll, but when I went to finish, I went to my hip. Okay? And we wrestled in it's going on a lot right now. People are wrestling in auditoriums, like up on a stage and whatnot, and then, so it's an auditorium, all the chairs are out here. But that's where we wrestle. And so I'm wrestling this dude, and like I said, I'm in control. I'm up 3-0, 3 takedowns. So I hit this barrel roll, and I sit to my hip, and he steps over me here, and I was trapped like this, facing the chairs, the auditorium chairs. Like, I could see my mom right there. I was doing the mega fish kick, like when you get pinned and you do this with your feet. Don't ever do that. All right, just kidding. And I ended up getting pinned. So we stayed overnight that night, and then we went as a group with the other team. We all went to Cedar Point. Right? The guy that pinned me. Huh?
Did you need passes?
No, they paid for us. That was like the coolest part of the whole All-Star match. They got us in. But they said, you hang out with the guy you wrestle with. So we were supposed to walk around Cedar Point with the guy I wrestled. And he was like this type of dude. I suppose he was an alright guy, but we're running around Cedar Point. There's hot girls running around. We're walking over trying to pick girls up and stuff. And every time I start to talk to some good-looking girl, the guy that pinned me would be like, "Hey, I wrestled this guy yesterday, I pinned him." I mean, there was like 4 or 5 pretty good-looking girls that were. I was like, so yeah, kind of ruined 2 days for me, all because I went to my hip. Okay, so don't go to your hip on this, right? And you wind up like me, Cedar Point, but no girls want to hang out with you. Okay. I see a couple of you, a lot of you are doing it really well, okay? But you don't want to shoot like this here, all right? And I get it, you're thinking, well, I'm going to pull the arm and I'm going to use my, centrifugal force here and he's going to go flying over me. It doesn't work that way, all right? And you don't want to go to your hip, okay? All right, so that's, now, very important on a fireman's carry as well. Do not go to your hip, all right? Fireman's carry is more like that teeter-totter thing, where you're going to shoot here and he's going to go up and over, right? Barrel roll's more like a here, right? More like a dump type of thing. So the firemen's, I always had much more success pushing in, more straight in. Of course, I've already made the angle because I'm around his head, so I'm going to attack half his body. Remember, when we're shooting on a guy, we either get the arm out of the way or we use it against him, okay? Either one of those 2 things. Fireman's carry, I'm going to use his arm against him, okay? So, I get him to step, right? See that rock step? Okay, as I feel him pushing into me, I'm level changing as I rock step back because I want my shot to go up, okay? So I go up and over. I didn't go here to here. Okay, you don't want to go there. Not on a carry. So once again, good drill habits, find the hands, okay, climb the arm, put it around the head. Okay, I'm pushing into him, I feel him coming back into me. There's a little rock step, right? Here we go. Right there. Right over. Listen to the heartbeat. He turns into me. Pin him. Now, Some people think you can fake a barrel roll and go to a fireman's carry. It usually doesn't work very well for me because his weight is going in a different direction. Okay, so when I fake the barrel roll and I try to go fireman's carry, all of his weight is going back, all right, on his heels. So the fireman's doesn't work as well. The barrel roll works when I fake the carry because the opposite happens. All his weight is now coming this way. All right, 'cause a lot of times guys will ask that question, can I fake a barrel and go to fireman's? A little bit more difficult there, without an added step to a setup. Okay, does that make sense? You can do fireman's and barrel rolls from lots of different ways, or different places. If he has an underhook on me, so I wasn't real strong, okay, in high school. A lot of guys that wrestle were stronger than me. Okay, if I can get my head here and reset my feet, he's kind of pushing into me and I can reset. So once again, it's just a little back step here. If his momentum continues into me, there. Okay. That one's tough and risky, right? Because I got to make sure that, right, he's not dominating his control. I got to get this elbow down, okay? And then I reset right into the. You can do it off a 2-on-1 too. All right, but I'm more concerned right now with the setup. Pushing, get him coming back into you, disappear. Your head's holding him up. You disappear. When you rock step, your level changing. Rock step, your level changing, so you can shoot up into him. Okay, make him like a teeter totter. All right, 1, 2.